What's up, everybody? What's up, DFS community, YouTube world, Twitter world, the Cashline world? This is the D to the L to the N, the DL in sports, and this is the Cashline. Just wanted to jump on here, man. Excited about that NBA starting up tomorrow and things like that. Cashline had a decent night last night in the NFL, and so everything's going good there, and it's a beautiful thing. Shout out to all my guys and the cash line, things like that. Shout out to the sweatshop. You know what I'm saying? That was the beginning, the best in the world, bar none. You know what I mean? If anybody say anything different, probably hating. But it is what it is. But like I said, man, I just come on here to say what's up, everybody, and go over this basketball slate a little bit. It's just a 2-game slate, but I can't help myself. I'm getting in it. Um, so like I said, I hope everybody doing good. Uh, we're gonna jump right into it, y'all. We got the Celtics at the Cavs tomorrow. You know that homecoming for Kyrie. Just heard that they're gonna honor him, do something on the jumbotron for him, and things like that. But it's Kyrie coming back to the Cavs, and they got the questionable tag on LeBron, but I can't see that happening, y'all. I can't see LeBron letting Kyrie come back to Cleveland and go crazy on us if he ain't in the game. You know what I'm saying? But that's that stuff we got to wait and see on and things like that, and stay in touch with the Twitter world and things like that, getting that info and things like that. But if I had to bank on it, I would sure bet that LeBron was gonna play. So we're gonna jump right on it, man. On like I said, we're gonna get a little more depth tomorrow at 6 in the Facebook group, in the Cash Line group. So if you want to join, just hit me on Facebook, man. It's free. Join the Cash Line, jump in there, and we chop it up in the little private DFS group and things like that. We chop it up and exchange plays and things like that. Ain't no selling lineups and things like that. We just keep it real, keep it honest, and just have fun and try to win some money. You know what I'm saying? So, like on the Boston Celtics side, you got that Kyrie Irving. He's at 8,300. I think he's going to be worth every bit of it tomorrow. I think he's going to try to make a statement. It could go either way though, because I see the Cavs trying to double team him, and if anybody going to beat him, letting it be somebody else other than him. But Kyrie's a unique talent, and ain't no telling how that's going to turn out. But like I say, he's at 8,300. On the other side of the ball, you got Derrick Rose at 5,000. I think Derrick Rose is going to have a good game too. I do. A lot of people hating on Derrick Rose, but I think this is Derrick Rose's first real opportunity to win something. Besides when he first got to the Bulls, I know he had a lot of injuries and this, and that, but he was on teams that really wasn't going to win anything anyway. So I'm hoping that motivates him. And at 5K, I think he's going to be a good play. And we all know that Kyrie Irving defense ain't nothing to be scared of. And when he was on the Cavs, other teams attacked the point guard position. You know what I mean? So we can't attack that point guard position for Boston Celtics. And things same thing, same situation. Now at the shooting guard position, we got Gordon Hayward. I don't like him in this matchup. I think he's going to be a good player for the Boston Celtics. But coming into Cleveland, first game, really them playing together and things like that. If I had to pick somebody, I'd probably go with Kyrie. But Hayward, he's still a dynamic player at 6,700. That's a good price for him. But I think that's one of the plays I'm going to be hold off on that. On the other side of the ball, we got 5,200 for Dwayne Wade. Now I love Dwayne Wade in this game. I love Dwayne Wade in this game. I think he's going. I think he's going to have a good game. He ain't somebody that you can play a lot on back-to-backs and things like that because he's older and things like this. But first game of the season in Cleveland, want to show these Cleveland fans what it is, and him and LeBron back together again. I think Wade. I'm high on Wade. I'm not high on him too much because I'm always scared of injury and things like that. But for 5,200, I'm all in on him. Now on the other side of the Brown, we got other side of the ball. We got that Jaylen Brown at 3,700. That's a good price, y'all. And he's supposed to be starting because with Marcus Morris out, there's a good chance he's gonna be starting because I think they want Smart coming off that bench. I think he likes coming off that bench. So with Jaylen Brown, that's a good price. But if LeBron plays, they could switch Brown to the shooting guard and move Hayward to the small forward. But either one of them, they're gonna be matched up with LeBron. So if anything, I would play Jaylen Brown's price and not necessarily his name because at 3,700 starting and gonna get some good minutes. I think he can meet that value. Then on the other side, you got the King and you got LeBron. Now, I'm not too high on him. I'm still gonna have him a couple places, but I'm not too high on him, man. He ain't been practicing. That ankle's bothering him. If they do get up, he's probably gonna be the first one to sit and things like that. But I can't never tell nobody not to play LeBron James, especially in a season opener against Kyrie and things like that, because could go bananas. And I'm gonna have him a couple spots, but not as much as I would if he was on his regular schedule and things like that. Not the power forward position. There's somebody I'm real high on, man. I've been watching him all preseason and training camp and things like that. That Jason Tatum. He's at 3,900. I think he's going to be a good play. I love playing small forwards when they move to that power forward position because Marcus Morris is out with some knee issues. So I'm all over that Jason Tatum, man. He's one of my favorite plays tomorrow. But the bad part about it is on the other side of the ball you got Crowder, who was basically Boston's best defender last year, and that's who they used to sick on LeBron, or at least try to. So Crowder could shut Tatum down, but like I said, I'm playing more of that price at 3,900, and Crowder's over there at 4,300. Those are both good plays. The only thing is you got to be careful taking too many players because this is going to be a good game. But that Golden State and Houston game, you already know what that's going to be. You already know that with the spread's going to be crazy. It's going to be a high scoring shootout, and that's just what that's going to be. So you got to be able to manage who you taking out of that first game, and don't forget about that second game. It's going to be a banger, and there's going to be a lot of points in that game. So at the center position, we got Al Horford at 6K. Not really liking him. I think Love or Tristan Thompson or any of our bigs down there will eat him up. Don't get me wrong. Horford is a good NBA player and a valuable play, and he could be one of them plays that a lot of people ain't as on that could go off. You know what I mean? We all know how this DFS thing can go, and a lot of things happen that you don't expect to happen. But that's where I'm at on Horford. I'd rather be on the other side and pay up a little bit for Kevin Love and things like that because I think Love's at a good position. I love him at that center position. He's already a rebound monster, but you put him a little closer to that basket under that at that center position, I think he's gonna go off tomorrow. And I even like Tristan Thompson at 3,900. That's real cheap. I know he ain't the superstar, but at 3,900, coming off of that bench and seeing Horford or maybe seeing Baines and things like that, whoever comes off the bench for them, I'm all over that. And then you got your Terry Roziers, your Charlie Fries, your J.R. Smiths, and things like that. And I think you got to kind of let your lineup dictate which one of those you take. Because once you get your 4 players or your 3, 4 players that you really love, once you get them in there, I think your money will dictate which one of those low balls you take. Because you're probably gonna end up having to take one somewhere. Now that second game, y'all, like I said, man, it's gonna be a shootout. We got Chris Paul and Harden. The NBA is gonna be a beautiful thing, man, with these teams and these matchups and these stacks and things that we got available to us this year. You got the Rockets at the Warriors, man. You got that Chris Paul at 8K, which is a good price for him. I know he was slightly injured and things like that. They was being precautionary with him, but I ain't got no problem with that Chris Paul. But I don't really like Paul or Curry. I could be totally wrong. You know what I mean? I could be totally wrong, but I think they kind of offset each other. Paul's a good defender. He's going to be chasing Curry around all the time. So once he gets on offense, I think he might want to take a step back and breathe and do his assist thing and let Harden get off. But you never know how that's going to turn out to the game start. Now, that guard position back there, you also got that Eric Gordon for Houston, coming right off the bench. He's one of them 6 player of the year type of players. You know what I mean? Because he can hit 3, 4 threes in a matter of a couple minutes if he's hot. You know what I mean? So you got to keep an eye on him at 4,600. He's one of them cheap pump plays that you can try to play and do a good job at it. Now, shooting guard, I'm high on Harden. I'm high on Harden. His usage is crazy. I know he ain't going to have to do quite as much with Chris Paul there, but I think if Harden don't go, as far as scoring-wise, Houston don't go. You know what I mean? So I'm all over Harden. I'm heavier on Harden than I am on probably LeBron or any of the other high-priced players. And my favorite play on the Golden State side is going to be that shooting guard. Everybody know Harden don't play no defense. He never has. He imitates it, but he never has. So that Klay Thompson at 6,200 in Golden State, you know what I mean? And one thing I know is about Klay, he's pretty much the last one off the floor, especially if they're blowing somebody out, which I don't see here, but or this or that. A lot of times Klay Thompson will play deep into games that they're up 20 points on. You know what I mean? So I don't think you got to worry about his minutes. At the small forward, you got Trevor Ariza. Not really on him. He got a good price though, 4,500. He's at a good price. but I don't like the matchup with him on that other side going up against Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant at 9.6 is a viable play. I think you got to kind of pick between him and LeBron, which one of them you gonna take, and things like that. But he's definitely in play. I mean, he is what he is. On the power forward side, we got Ryan Anderson. Not really dealing with him this week. He's very cheap at 4,100. Possibly could meet that value. I don't even see that though, because on the other side you got that Draymond Green with them fresh legs and been talking his smack and talking that stuff that he's been talking. And I think the Warriors gonna come out and wanna, even though it's just one regular season game, I think they're gonna come out and show the world that hey, this is still where it is. This is still what it is, and things like that. Not the center position. Clint Capella at 5,600. I really like Clint Capella. I usually don't like centers against Golden State, but if I'm remembering right, I remember Clint Capella was one of the few centers that did play well against Golden State, because we know Golden State spreads the floor and things like that. But I do believe Clint Capella will be a good play. And then on the other side for that dirt cheap, that's 3,400 Pachulia. Pachulia had some good games for me last year for the on the cheap for the 3K and things like that. So he is a viable play, somebody that can fill your roster and help you out with that late night hammer type of thing, and be a good play. So then you also got the Javal McGee's and the McCaws and people like that. But I think this first game, man, I'm more rolling starters and six men and things like that. But like I say, man, we're gonna get more in depth tomorrow at 6 p.m. in the cash line on the Facebook group. Like I say, man, just Facebook group, friend request me or message her through the group thing, and I'll throw you in there, and ain't no problem. Just have some DFS chat, man. We have a good time. We chop it up. Ain't no collusion and things like that. It's a good thing, man. And we actually starting to really get to that money. Ain't really banged that big one yet, but like I always tell the guys, man, the big one's coming. Just be patient. Bankroll management, you know what I mean? And it's coming. So just like I said, that's all I want to say, man. And follow me on Twitter at Dan_DLN Sports. Facebook group Dan Nicholson, and just wanted to wish everybody in the DFS community, man, some luck. Hopefully somebody's lives can change tomorrow night, or even the night through that. I think that baseball is going tonight. I'm pretty much done with that. I'm just NFL and NBA right now. But just wanted to hop on here, man. Wish everybody good luck. You know what I mean? And hope y'all get to that money. And good luck, y'all. Cash line, baby.